You know, we've done this a few times. I have been doing it, I say a few times. I've done several runs. If you check out the channel, it is on there, but in the description I've included the main run, which is what we're going to be doing today, obviously. But this is the new episode, episode 5. It came out today. I'm really excited to share this with you guys. I love this game. And I follow the Discord, and I have been anxiously awaiting for this day to come. So let's dive on in. I can't wait to do it. It's a visual novel horror. I also have the Steam link in the description if you're interested in that. But like I said, the playlist is in the description, and I have a playlist for the lives of this, because I'm actually going to be recording this and editing it, so that way we have edited versions as well for those that don't wish to watch the entire stream. So let us dive on in. Let me pull it up. Where is it? I updated it just recently, so hopefully everything works right the first time, because I haven't tried it. I also don't know how loud our sound is here. Let's see. Oh, not too bad. Just raising my voice. Yeah, okay, that looks fine to me. Welcome home, guys! We will not be able to save everyone. I'm so excited to see how the mystery continues. This has been long awaited. Oh. Okay, now I have to find my first save. It would be Thursday, right? Yeah. Oh god, which one is it? 2022. It's gotta be this one. From my OG, right? Exhausted beyond belief, you stumble into your room and collapse on the bed. The damp smell of the mattress is starting to become almost welcoming. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Reese, I didn't free him in my original run. Yeah, I remember that part. Let me pull up this so that I have everything together. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I literally can't breathe. God. I have been anticipating this so much. As you drift off, you think of Reese. Okay. But you stopped him from killing Dr. Kelly. Yeah. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but you know, here we are. Alright. So yeah, I gotta save over this. Let us go. Yes, we definitely want to see a recap. Let's do a full recap, you know? It's been a minute, we want to see everything. So yes, the funeral of our aunt is the reason, or our cousin's mother, yeah, our aunt, is the reason that we came here in the first place. So for those who are just watching for the first time, that is why we even came here. And this Tabitha's our cousin. We're staying at the estate. She claims that the state of the house makes only a few rooms safely accessible, but we know we can wander, and there's some secrets. So what do you say? Want to tag along? I think there's an option now to not follow Stella, right? But you still end up with Stella, so it's like... you know, it doesn't really matter. Oh. Yes, and I saved Gretchen. Did I? Yeah, I saved Gretchen. For a minute I was like, wait. No, I saved Gretchen in this, oh, it's so gross. No. Ew! That is newer art. That art didn't used to exist. It's so good. Wayne. Hi, Wayne. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen. Oh. I stayed at Stella's for the night. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. Okay, Tabby, whatever. That's some heavy stuff. Yeah, I told Avery all about it. I don't want to be a helicopter dad. Oh, God. The annoying line. Nothing strenuous. Yeah, Wayne's saying he's the only one that truly cares. I think I only saved Rosalina. But I can't really remember. And yeah, I got Tabitha to go in there with us. The smile. The Tabitha smile. Yeah, their house is haunted. Apparently they made some changes to some of the outcomes, but it shouldn't affect us because we've already gone through those days. Like, the changes are only gonna affect you if you're starting a new save. It's that for this, it doesn't count as Keen Eye. Having Keen Eye does not help you in this situation anymore. They changed the trait. Yeah, I only saved Rosalina. So now she hates us forever. Which is so awkward. Hi, Janie. I cannot wait to go to the pastor's farm. I want to see what's under there. I want to see what's going on. He is so suspicious. I can't trust him. Yeah. Yeah, so this is where Rosalina and the dad moved to. Oh, I don't know if she gave it to them yet, though, in this one. That's where they're living in mine. Further, in the last save I did, that's where they're living. Oh god, this is what I'm talking about, the frickin' pastor. I don't like him. Ugh. I do not want to talk about beliefs. I feel like that's so uncomfortable. Miss Kitty, don't you not know? No. Hey. Stop. I gotta go stop her. Stop. Not for you. Would you be doing that nonsense? Stop. Come get your toy. Come here. Come get it. Oh. Oh god. Oh my goodness. This skirt is like tighter than it looks. It's comfortable on me though, but I can understand why it was at the thrift store because it's like the waist is like the right size. But because it's denim, it doesn't have enough pull. So when you try to like pull it on, you have to have like, you know, like a really tiny butt to get into it. So I feel like it doesn't give enough. It should give a little bit more. And then it should just have like, you know, it should like, because it zips up, it shouldn't matter that it needs that little bit of extra space, you know. But it's very comfortable once you have it on. It's just getting it on. So everybody went together besides Alexis because she didn't come out of the mine. Gretchen. Yeah, I always bring Tabitha in this one. Tabitha is my best friend in this. So we're gonna see what happens. My least favorite episode. Oh, I don't. Every time, why do we have to see him kill the ditchling? Oh, so gross. This kitty. Yeah, so we left everything unfinished, is what we did here. So now nobody can stay here. Nobody can go in the library. It's gonna remain haunted because we didn't finish it. So Stella goes missing. The police don't care, like usual. You licking that toe. Oh, what did you get in your mouth? What's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? Miss Kitty, oh god, did you eat it? Oh, Miss Kitty, where is it? What is that? Kitty, why'd you have to eat that? I don't see it anywhere. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to let my husband know that I think she ate that piece. Because I don't know if that's like bad, but it was really tiny. So, I think she'll be okay. I had a chat with the mayor yesterday. I heard you did too. So this is where I want to go today. But apparently this episode is very involved, so I don't know if that means there's going to be more choices of what we can do, or if that just means that it's just going to be a super complicated episode, you know? Because if there's more choices about where we can go, then that's going to make things complicated, because I'm not going to know what to pick. It's going to make me super indecisive. Miss Kitty, stop being a nut. Stop being a nut. Yeah? Where's your toy? Here's your toy. She likes it, but she only likes to play tug of war. She doesn't like to play with it by herself. Okay. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Reese, my love. Petition free Reese. The best music in the game is during this point. It's during this part. I love it. So creepy. This is such a good shot too. So good. Oh my gosh. It is weird hearing this music with this though. So she shoots him. I give her the trank in this one. Cause I'm a goody two shoes in this main playthrough. I'm a goody two shoes. I'm seeing what happens when you do everything you're asked of, all the right things. If it changes anything. Here we go. A lonely piano refrain echoes through your head as you sleep. It feels like it goes on forever, clumsy and uncertain of itself, stopping and starting at random. But as you start to wake up, you realize the music is following you from your dreams, continuing as if your mind reforms itself into something solid and coherent. When it stops, you can't help but jolt fully awake, your eyes flying open at the sudden realization that you don't feel the ancient mattress beneath you, that you don't smell the now familiar dampness of the covers. You're not in your room. What? Where am I? She's playing with her toy. Nice kitty. Look, come here. She was pushing it into the corner where she couldn't really play with it. Go get it! You want to go get it? It's right there. What? You got it. It's right there. Play with your toy. Yeah. Okay. I gotta sit back down correctly. There we go. I can't like bend my legs in this skirt. I'm also wearing a layer underneath, so that's probably why. Like a whole, cause we went somewhere, so it's cold, so I had to wear like, you know, leggings underneath, so I think that isn't helping. The shock of your surroundings jolts you to full wakefulness, and you quickly get to your feet, stumbling slightly as you realize the floor beneath you is oddly tilted. Am I in a dream? Or am I in the past or something? Different reality? Your barely conscious thoughts desperately claw at your memories in the past day in an attempt to grasp at where before settling on the only answer that makes sense. You found yourself in some truly neglected part of the estate. What you've seen of the sprawling manor looks lovingly cared for compared to these peeling walls, warped floorboards, and overwhelming, stifling, stale air. You can feel it coating your lungs in filth with every breath. You must be in the Forbidden Wing. You know it was him, Wayne. He wanted to check out the Forbidden Wing, so he made sure you wouldn't have it. He wanted you to check out the Forbidden Wing, so he made sure you wouldn't have a chance to get sidetracked. Oh my god, how dare he! How dare he. There are 2 doors out of the barren room. One is a normal doorway leading into what you assume to be a hallway. The other is a door that must have once been hidden, though the ruined state of the wallpaper has robbed it of its secrecy. So we're faced with our first choices. Okay, I want to investigate. There doesn't seem to be a clear way to open it besides the brass circle where a handle should be. You didn't bring a screwdriver into bed with you last night, and even if you did, you'd worry about damaging the ancient mechanism. Hopefully you can find either the handle or another way out deeper in the Forbidden Wing. Let's look through the hole. You lean forward, peering into the narrow opening at what lies behind the door. God, that scared me. Is it Pearl Ann's room? It's your room. Wait, what? Which means you'd be able to slip right back into the safety of the rest of the house if you could manage to find the handle. You've always believed in working smarter, not harder. Oh my god, I've said that so much. The estate is massive. There's gotta be a better way out of the Forbidden Wing than this. And maybe while you're looking, you'll catch a lucky break and stumble across the key. It does not budge. You try messing with the metal contraption that stands in place of the door's handle, tugging and jiggling and pushing on it every which way, and still nothing. You groggily pat your legs before realizing that you're still in your evening attire. It would seem Wayne wasn't thoughtful enough to bring your phone from the nightstand. Oh my god. Or maybe he'd prefer if you saw what was there. Wait, or maybe he'd prefer if you saw what there was to see in this place alone. Let's just go. I don't need to yell. You make your way carefully across the slanted room and deeper into the Forbidden Wing. Ooh. Wait, this almost looks like... These almost look like church pews. I know they're supposed to be seats, but they don't... They're so elegantly carved and like... I don't know, like what's here? Is this like a shrine or something? Like, I don't know. Our family could be suspicious in multiple ways than what we already know. Before you is a long hallway, age-stained curtains fluttering in the breeze, flowing in through cracked glass. Weak sunlight illuminates the dust dancing on the air. An ornate entryway, its door long gone, breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper, and a staircase looms at the far end. We have to investigate everything. Any explorer, we have to do it, or at least try to. You make your way to the dark doorway in the middle of the corridor. It seems like some kind of entertainment room. The sort you'd expect out of fancy rich people who want to show off. It would feel elegant if not for the massive crack that runs the entire length of the floor. The air here stinks of mildew. You can see why Tabitha doesn't want you exploring these rooms. Yeah, look at that giant crack. Because the house is like tilting, I guess. Gosh, the chandelier's on the ground. How did that happen though? Bizarre. There's a whole balcony up here. How would you even get up there? Oh, there's a staircase right here. Right here. There's a large painting on the far wall of the room. From a distance, it looks like it might depict the town. Something else catches your eye too. A bookshelf, or rather what's left of a bookshelf, hanging by a single rusted hinge. Its sagging shelves reveal some sunless space beyond, once hidden, now exposed by the rot of this house. Oh, right here. Okay, let's look at the painting first. The painting highlights a number of old buildings and locals, many of which you've already visited. The town hall, the estate, the mines, and the clinic. Still called the hospital at the time of this painting. Church, and then there's somewhere you've yet to see. The historical Callaway Tremaine homesteads. Yeah! So there's the church. What would be the homestead? I guess here. This is the library, right? Reese's house, the clinic. Don't know what the F that is. Don't like that. Like, I mean, I'm not against religion, I don't know, it's giving weird vibes to me. The mines. I'm not quite sure what this is supposed to be. The estate. I don't see the estate on there. But that's definitely the homesteads, I think. The faded bronze plaque beneath reads, in commemoration of Enoch Scarlet, head of the Scarlet Hollow Landmark Revitalization Project. Let the past never be forgotten. Okay. I mean, it makes sense that we were the head. We're freaking... So, for those that don't know, the Scarlets, basically own the town. They own the mines, and so they own, like, literally the economy of the town. Even to this day. So, it's like a dying town, but that's, like, the only real, like, you know, economy happening. Like, you have the you have the grocer family, you know, the family that sells the groceries. And then you have a couple farmers that have been here all their lives. And then you have a couple, regular people that have somehow found other means, to survive. But everyone else that's here works at the mines. And Tabitha pays them just enough to be able to afford rent. Because she owns the land that they rent as well. The land that they pay their rent to. So, they're stuck, basically. So, it's just a whole thing. And there's been a strike and everything. People are planning on striking. I think it's already begun. But I think that's might be included in this as well. So we'll be seeing that, probably in this, what's going on with that in this episode. But I'm just kind of, like, trying to rehash and bring that back, because they didn't really mention too much of that in the recap. And it is important to know just how much power the Scarlets have, and have always had, over the town, and what makes them suspicious to other people. You cross the parlor, testing each step along the way, and duck between the collapsed shelves of the old bookshelf. Oh god, that scared the absolute heck out of me. The space is dark, its features barely illuminated by the faint light trickling through the myriad of cracks and holes in the wall. The wallpaper, a deep, exquisite red, adds a blood-like glow to the dimness. We need to look around. So these are all, like, artifacts and stuff. I don't know what I'm supposed to gather from it. I mean, this is, like, Egypt, right? This is some creepy bones. Does that look like Reese? No? Maybe? Oh, is it like a horse head, maybe? I don't know. Just trying to see whatever I can gather. This looks like something I might be supposed to recognize. A bison. A gun. Is that a Confederate flag? Okay, let's not talk about that. I don't think it is. I don't know. I don't want to know. Let's see. Ooh, creepy. I think for the recording, I'm definitely gonna try to zoom in for you guys. This looks like a mermaid, but it's a guy with a mustache. Creepy. A skull with, like, looks like it could be daggers or a crown around it. It's like cursed objects, you know what I mean? Like suspicious stuff. Some guy with a jar. I don't know. This could be like Greek or Roman, you know, mythology kind of stuff, and I can't really tell what it means. This hearth is beautiful, with true. The carpentry, the details. You know me, trying to soak every single thing in. Gather as much information as possible. That really spooked me. I thought somebody was standing there. The walls are lined with ornate display cabinets, some empty, some still presenting their antique treasures. Nestled between the cabinets, a single tall bookshelf remains standing, its occupants dusty but mostly intact. but all of these are ornamental details. Your focus is drawn to an expensive-looking antique desk in the center of the room. Let's go look at the desk. All of these are ornamental details. Your focus... Okay, yeah, I already said that. Step away. Let's see. Top drawer. Oh, stamps. Okay, a letter opener. Inkwell. Top drawer mostly contains old-timey letter writing materials, complete with a fancy dagger-shaped letter opener and wax stamping kit, embossed with the initials ES. So, Enoch, Scarlet? Edwardine, Scarlet? Somebody, Scarlet. Underneath, you find a pile of crumbling financial documents, scrawled in neat cursive. In every spot that needed a signature is the name Enoch Scarlet, okay. This must be his desk, meaning this must also be his study. Teddy. At the very bottom of the drawer, you're surprised to find a face you recognize staring back at you. An antique photograph of a young man, his blonde hair nearly white against the dark sepia background. It's Teddy. He looks almost exactly the same as he did in your vision. Almost. There's a carefree look in his eye that seems to have faded by the time he found his way to that hospital bed. You can feel around for extra stuff. As you search for anything more notable among the contents of the drawer, you notice something peculiar, an irregularity in the molding along the top edge of the desk, almost as if it had been removed and replaced at some point. Oh god, what could be in there? Oh, what are you touching? You slip a hand into the drawer, feeling along what would usually be the solid oak of the top of the desk, but the space is clearly hollow, so your fingers making light knock sounds as they fumble against the wood. Fortunately, it's a very simplistic lock, and you have years of experience. Ah, yes, a street smart trait. In moments, the secret drawer slides open, revealing its treasures. It's a bunch of old notes. I knew it. Oh, so these are like the little stones we've been seeing. I forget what they're called. They each have a type. Okay, so this one's Dominion. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Prosperity we've definitely seen. I think that was the one in the mines. Looks like some ancient language. Okay, let me read this first. Scrawled on the first page is a design you find familiar. It's the stone from that pit in the mines. Yeah. It's many armed designs scratched into the paper by an untrained hand. There are other drawings here, some of which you find just as familiar. The goat head carving from what was once the town hall and the circle figures from the clinic. Oh, so this was the one in the town hall. So then... I don't know what any of these are. Oh god, do you think it's a thing where we like, because this is a circle of birth and death, maybe we like just keep being reborn or something? That'd be weird. So prosperity, dominion, vitality. God, this handwriting looks so much like my actual handwriting. It's weird. Like, just this part, the titles. It's so funny. Working... Okay, so prosperity, it says, working as links in the chains of productivity. One entity separate from the fruit of labor, diligent and something. Dominion. The whole left side is like another language, so I can't read that part. Element, fire. Hand of law. 3 dogs. The 3 heads of Cerberus. Okay, so like, that's like the underworld in Greek mythology. The dog that guards the gates. Judgment at the gates, yeah. Stubborn adherence, the goat. The hand without the head. What? Vitality. Wind. Asmodeus. Yeah, this is all like Greek mythology stuff. Cycle of life. It's not unending. Unending? I don't know what that says. Wound through by Serpent of Healing. Woman Goat Pan. Told her it was complicated, but she insisted. Oh, that's who each person is on here. Oh, I see. Yeah, there's the bull. Okay. Yeah, because Pan is kind of like a satyr. It's a little bit like... Okay. So this is each thing, and then this is what they stand for. So wait, this one says prosperity. It's not on there. Productivity. Like this one is like hand of law and rule. So that would be... I don't know, I'm just trying to see if this like links to what each thing is. Okay. That's bizarre. Oh god, okay, now I can see the other one. That is creepy. This is weird. There are notes scrawled in the margins around the designs. Most either illegible or written in some language you don't understand. Though a few words stand out. Prosperity, next to the stone from the mines. Dominion, paired with the stone from Town Hall. Vitality with the clinic. Vitality makes sense with the clinic. Bounty. Never grows from old. Lamb or cherub. So this is kind of like what they're trying to describe what's on the stones on the right. It's like a description. And then like the title, what it is. Bounty, spirit, throne. So this is power. Consciousness, it's self, is consciousness. Morning star. Awakening awareness. Serpent of Athens. Okay. Spirit gateways. Door guardians. Dog and horse. Old and new together, joined at a crossroads. The remaining captions seem to read Spirit, Bounty, and Throne, all attached designs you don't recognize. Okay, bottom drawer. The bottom drawer offers some resistance as you pull it out. It seems that it was locked, though the bit of metal attempting to hold it shut seems to have rusted to the point of uselessness years ago. It gives in with the sharp tug, rotting wood splintering softly somewhere within the century-old desk. Inside, you find a strange collection of glass vials. This is wild. Their surfaces are clouded over, but you can make out what seems to be paper, preserved somehow inside the containers, a hint of writing visible at the edges. Let's do it. Open it. You reach for one of them, twisting the cork. It unseals with a pop, releasing a smell like an old pond. Ew. Like decaying leaves and damp earth. Well, nothing we haven't smelled before in this game. You tug at the corner of the slip of paper, and it unfurls, the writing across its surface, as crisp and clear as if it had just been written. To Miss Maeve. I know it has been several years since my last visit, but I do hope you remember the young lad who used to find himself at your doorstep more than you probably would have liked. I write to you now with the utmost. But the paper dissolves before you can finish reading it, as if it finally realized it had been submerged all these years, turning to useless pulp between your fingers. It's unlikely you'll have the chance to return here, and the files are too delicate to carry with you. Keep reading. Keep reading. Miss Verena? Trouble with tea. Your presence requested at. Verena, I know what you tried. Do not appreciate the attempt at. I don't know what that means. Let me see. A deceptive action or device used to conceal, escape, or hide the truth. Deceit, in order to achieve one's goal. So she deceived him. Thought we both. So he thought they both had the same interests at heart, but they didn't. Some of these letters are addressed to Miss Maeve, and some to a Verena. All are signed ES. You assume these have been from Enoch. Many seem unimportant. Just listing a time and place, you assume meetings between Enoch and whoever this Verena may have been. Before you know it, the drawer is empty. The floor around you is scattered with drained vials, and the air is stinky of wet rot. Okay, step away from the desk. It's crazy. Alright, give me just one hot second. I'm gonna adjust something. I wanted to send something over. I forgot to edit my thumbnail. Okay. It's sending it over. Okay. Oh, it's like freaking out. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna move my little thingy. I'm probably gonna change the background at some point. You know, the thumbnail. I just feel like it's fine right now. But I wanted to put my picture on there. I totally forgot. I'm so sorry. Alright. There we go. And then I just gotta go in here and adjust it for you guys. Okay, I gotta go out and edit it from here. Oh, it usually lets me edit it. Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh god. I accidentally downloaded it. Okay. That should be good, I think. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's go back to the hallway. Here we go. You follow the path laid out in dust. It takes you up a flight of stairs, the way down blocked by debris. and you find yourself on the 3rd floor of the estate for the first time. Old Carolina. There are more footprints leading all the way down the hallway into the farthest door. Ooh, there's so many options of what we can do. Look at this pretty, it almost looks like stained glass. Gosh, can you imagine? So this is probably a baby's room. I'm kind of scared to go in there. It's always a bad idea in a horror game. Ronaldo's best? Looks like that's wine as well. I think this is just a curtain, guys. I'm hoping that's just a curtain. It looks like it's just a curtain. Looks like it's fine. It's fine. Let's approach the window. Put this back to where it was. Okay. You carefully approach the window at the far end of the hall. That sure is a cliff. There's nothing below the window but the tops of distant trees. The ground having crumbled away, the only thing stopping you from plummeting to your death is the straining foundation that somehow still holds this place together, at least for now. Move boxes from in front of the nearest door. We enter the middle room first. Oh, no, Raggedy Ann doll. Please, no. No dolls, please. This space was clearly once a nursery, though no child has been in here for a long, long time. Look at that bookshelf. The top shelf is occupied by antique picture books, Dick and Jane, books from nursery rhymes, ancient editions of Grimm's Fairy Tales. Oh, awesome. Oh my gosh, I had the Dick and Jane book as a kid. The lower shelves are full of educational material, from children's encyclopedias to writing practice workbooks. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on the shelf, you get the impression that the children who lived here were not supposed to be as interested in fun and fiction as they were in diction and spelling. Your family may have been wealthy, but maybe not in joy. You leaf through a few of the practice workbooks, gently turning the near crumbling pages. Reasons Mommy should take me and Mary Bell to the zoo. 1. We have been very good girls and have not cried for a whole week. Mary Bell says elephants are so big and I would like to see one. 3. I think it would be very fun and Mommy would have a good time. All are signed with carefully scrawled signature of Alexandra Scarlet. You flip through the rest of the book, your eyes unfocused as the many practice sentences and letter copying pages flash by, but something near the end of the book gives you pause. In that section starts with the prompt, Today Alexandra continues with, talked to the boy in the wall. Who's in the wall? Move the boxes. The boxes slide out of the way with a bit of elbow grease. Boy in the wall, I'm scared. Who's in the wall? The room is coldly empty. The large antique bed is made. Its sheets ancient and dusty, but is still somehow giving off the feeling of tidiness. Oh, Edwardine's bedroom. That doll should not be here. Even with cobwebs stretched between each corner of its four-poster frame. Hold on. I want to look. I don't like that it's looking at me. I love the beautiful curtains. And the windows. Those are some pretty windows. Oh my gosh. I'm spooked out. The boy in the wall. What's in the closet? I'm most scared of the closet. It seems this room's occupant kept things neat and orderly, or as neat and orderly as they could considering the decaying state of the place. You can't help but notice that these dresses look strikingly like the style Tabitha wears. You can imagine Pearl Ann sifting through old trunks of clothes, recycling moth-eaten vintage dresses for her daughter in place of buying anything new. The only thing here besides her clothes and shoes is a box, shoved off to one side. You pick it up. Child-sized overalls, striped shirts, a small pair of trousers with suspenders still attached. One of those little sailor suits boys from the 50s were always wearing. Wait. When you pull out the last shirt, a note is revealed, tucked away in the bottom of the box, in a protective plastic sleeve. It's scrawled, almost illegible handwriting, written in some thick brown watery ink that's cracked with age. Mommy, I am in here, too, and I love you. Your hands tremble, the note somehow making the tips of your fingers feel dirty, even as it sits behind a layer of plastic. Do you think that's Wayne? Do you think Wayne is the boy in the wall? But then that would mean that he's really old, right? Because, I mean, Edwardine Scarlet was a hot minute ago. And she's the one who saw, well, no, it wasn't Edwardine. It was Alexandra. I can't think of, like, the linear, the tree, the family tree, and how it goes linearly. I can't. You drop it back into the box, once again covering it with clothes, shoving it back into the recesses of this forgotten closet where it belongs. Search the desk. You step towards the desks, its drawers practically overflowing with stationery. As you sift through paper, it quickly becomes clear to you that whose room this is. There are stacks of bills in Edwardine's name, filling nearly every drawer, and even once you manage to get past the layers of envelopes and trifold paper, you hit a permafrost of receipts. It seems she was doing her best to be meticulous and hold on to any scrap of paper that might possibly be important. But when you reach the bottom drawers, you find something entirely different. Greeting cards, letters, small wrapped packages, some open, some sealed, some crumpled into messy balls. You opened one of the cards. Both pages are taken up by a handwritten note. Tabby, I hope you're doing well. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. Hope Pearl Ann treats you to your best Christmas yet. I'm not sure what sort of doodads you're into these days, so I sent a little something that made me think of you. I made sure they were the best shells of the bunch. Not sure how rare any of them are, but they're awful pretty. And they've still got that beach smell. And make sure you put your ear up to them, too. It doesn't compare to the real thing, but it comes close enough. Didn't Tabitha say she wanted to go to the beach? Or something? Like, didn't we talk about the beach at some point? Like a while back in the kitchen. Or maybe we were saying we wanted to go to the beach, and Tabitha was like, no. I've never left here. I've never been anywhere. Yeah, we saw the cups. Right? In case you think that makes me a cheapskate, I made sure to send along a little cash, too, so you can get yourself something a little nicer than glorified beach trash. Make sure you get Pearl Ann to take you to the nice toy store, because that's where I'd take you if I was there. Is this from her dad? This is from her dad! I just saw the heart, Dad. So her dad isn't dead. If you get the time, I'd love to hear from you. I miss you so much. Tabby, I'm always thinking of you. You can come out and visit me anytime. I know you've always wanted to see what it's like out east. I made sure to write out my address on the back of this card, just in case you didn't know how to get a hold of me. Been missing you, my incredible, wonderful, amazing daughter. All my love, Dad. Aww. Happy birthday, Tabby. It's me again, your dad. The big 2-0. I can't believe my daughter is such an adult. In my mind, you're still that bouncy little kid doing cartwheels on the front lawn, telling me what various sounds animals make, like you're the professor of animal noises. I have no idea if you read these, but I'll keep writing them, even if sometimes it feels like I'm writing them to a ghost. I mean, we haven't spoken in almost 15 years. You're a whole human being now, and I have no idea what you're like. I'd like to think we'd get along, though. As always, my address is on the back. I hope you'll decide to come visit me one of these days. I've got a guest room all set up just in case. Always ready for you. Oh, but she never came. Oh. I pocketed some. Why did I pocket some of them? What was I doing pocketing her cards from her dad? The farthest room. Continue following the trail of footsteps, approaching the farthest room down the hall. The door was clearly meant to be hidden, but it's been left open. Someone left it open for me? The room is starkly empty, save for a rug and a few candelabras. That looks like a circle. That looks like a circle on the ground. Let's not touch that. The lack of dusty old boxes and rotting antiques marks it as distinct from the rest of the cluttered, forgotten spaces you've explored. Continue. Ooh, the room with all the locks. It's open. Is this what she means by the boy on the wall? You exit into the short hallway. There are stairs here, leading back to the lower floors, but there's also another door. Yeah, I never got to this door because you can explore to this spot with the door with all the locks, I think, like, in the playthrough earlier in the game, but it's locked. Like, I mean, obviously, it's locked, so you can't actually do anything. But you see, it's like a foreshadowing, you see it. It's hanging ajar, the many locks and deadbolts along the edges, glimmering in the weak morning light. The door frame itself is gouged and splintered, evidence that some desperate creature tried to save itself from the room beyond time and time again. What's in there? Oh god, oh god, oh god. It's gotta be Wayne's room. I mean, I'm just like, I don't... This was a prison cell. Everything about this place reeks of neglected humanity. God. Wayne, stop breathing on my neck. The walls are covered in scratches. Legible words mixed with nonsense and of desperate clawing. Oh, the nonsense of desperate clawing. The one window, set high in the far wall, is fitted with thick pane of glass. As if the iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. Oh god, the music is making me stressed. You can't help but notice the doll. That the doll from your closet sits watching you from the bed, one eyelid drooping. Yeah, this was in our room. Adds an extra layer of menace to the already depleted, unsettling room. Your eyes are drawn to the massive, almost letters dug as deep into the brick as this cell's prisoner could manage, highlighted with whatever pigments were available. Letters. Then one final detail grabs you, a metallic glint from the filthy bare mattress, a doorknob. Oh, the doorknob to get back into our room, okay. It said something about letters. Oh, maybe it means this. Oh, he took the paint and drew on that. Interesting. So yeah, there's gotta be a reason that she has him in this prison cell. This is what you've been looking for. Was it left here for you? We gotta examine. You shiver as you pick up the doll from the bed. It reads, property of Alexandra. So Alexandra was the one that met the boy in the wall. Music, the tinkling of piano keys, played by a clumsy hand. They echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. We gotta follow the music. We have to. We have no choice. We have to. You've clearly come this far. Clearly you're meant to just go a little further. Alright, Wayne, what's up? The stairs take you into what you have to assume was once a servant's quarters. A network of crumbled passageways hidden away behind the expansive rooms of the estate without so much as a window for illumination. But you persist and descend deeper into the bowels of the Scarlet Estate, the echoing piano, your only company. Soon enough you see the light again, the sun creeping in through the edges of a nearly hidden door. You're at the end of another long corridor. Its high ceilings and tall windows are almost disorienting as you step out from the cramped, gloomy stairwell. The music echoes mournfully in the vast space, a chorus of wind adding a melancholic harmony as it whips in from the overgrown courtyard outside. You found your way to the first floor, but you've yet to confront your guide. Finish what you started and find the piano player. God. The musician plays on as you move cautiously. I'm curious, but cautiously through the dark. The slope, now so dramatic that it feels like walking downhill. Jagged remains of the floor jutted out like splintered trees. Hi, Wayne. The flow of notes finally stops as you reach an open doorway to what was once a music room. Wayne stands from the bench of a battered grand piano, turning to face you. So you've seen it. Hi, Wayne. Please don't attack me. He makes his way down the tilted floor towards you. A breeze passes by him, carrying the smell from the wound that is his body. Yes, his entire body is a wound. I hope you enjoyed the show. It's not a show. He stops just a few paces away, and I trust you understand the implications of everything you've seen. If you aren't careful and you put your faith in the wrong people, things can go very, very wrong for you. Let's talk to him. What's the big deal? What's with the dramatics? Isn't this all a little theatrical? What was with the doll in that room? Why did you need to carry me off in my sleep? Yeah, did you need to carry me off in my sleep? A moment of weakness. I was impatient. And what now? Are you planning to keep me here? How did I not wake up? You don't strike me as impatient. I'm not saying that. Okay. How did I not wake up? You've been a heavy sleeper lately. This town has been demanding so much of you. And I was gentle. You're still not telling me everything, are you? Do you want to be somebody else's puppet? I can guide you to where you need to be, but it's up to you to open your eyes. The witch holds some of the final pieces. Find her, pry them from her hands, and then everything should start falling into place. You have no idea who we could be talking about. It has to be... What's her name? Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I can see her in my head. Oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. Oh my gosh. Look it up. Oh, the music's so intense. Sybil. I could not remember the name Sybil. And I couldn't remember the daughter's name either. Kaniga. My god, I'm so... That was so... It hasn't even been that long, but, you know, whatever. Unless you're already starting to forget about her. Memory is a disloyal thing, isn't it? Physical. Easily manipulated. But something being missing from your head doesn't mean it's gone from the world. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll remember when you need to. How do I know you're the right person to trust? If you're still asking questions like that, I know there's nothing I can say that will convince you. But I'll keep looking out for you, whether you trust me or not. I'm not flirting with him. That is not what the stream is about. Perhaps a different stream. Perhaps a different section of the recording. I can flirt with him, though. I do have the option. I think this is really the only chance where they're giving you the option. So, you know, either take it or leave it here. I'm pretty sure he's our family, though. I'm pretty sure, so I feel like it's so wrong, too, to flirt with him. But beyond, like, reasonable, like, I think it's, like, also incest. What was with the doll? She liked it, so I liked it, too. It was nice to see it again after so many years. Yeah, I think he was close friends with the little girl, Alexandra. They were close, or like probably as close as he's ever gotten to anyone. So, anything that was hers is special to him, kind of thing. It makes it's positive for him. It's special. I don't know how to explain it. Does Tabitha know about this? Of course. Why do you think she invited you here? She didn't know me then. It's different now. We've bonded. I've given you a glimpse into one of your possible futures. Whether you choose to believe me or not, it's up to you. But I urge you to consider believing what your eyes have shown you. Your freedom is on the line. Okay. Should I side with him? I need to side with Tabitha, though. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about any of this. Wayne's shoulders seem to relax slightly as if he's relieved. Good. Our enemies rely on keeping us divided. They know how much stronger we can be together. Be careful who you trust. I will always be there for you when you need me. We know he's OP. Wayne steps away, his shining eyes watching you, unblinking from behind his veil, before finally disappearing back into the darkness of the estate. Nothing left for you to do here but leave. You make your way back to where you woke up and slot the handle into the secret door on the wall. It twists and the door pulls back and you stumble through your closet and back into your old bedroom. You lean against your door frame, relieved once again, having sturdy, unslopped ground beneath your feet and moderately clean air to breathe. The state has gotten to you. After the events of this morning, your body burns with a ferocious itch to leave this place behind, to be anywhere but here. Okay. I need to, like, save. I don't know, like, what run this is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what run that is. 2022. 2022. I feel like it's safe for me to overwrite this. Okay. You leave in a haze, mindlessly grabbing clothes and an uncharged phone, barely even noticing your surroundings as you rush outside, the morning's revelations seizing your body and mind alike with a suffocating grip. Ooh, it was hazy. Oh, look at the little ditchling guy. Oh. There's gotta be another one somewhere. Oh, there he is. I love it. I love the music. The cell, the doll, Wayne's insinuation that Tabitha has known about all this, and even more, that she has partaken willingly in your family's crimes. Not only that, but she has designs for you. Is it true? Tabitha needs to explain herself. There's nothing else that can possibly ease the growing pit in your stomach. And if she can't explain all of this, she'd better have an explanation. Maybe it's time to confront her and see what she has to say for herself. I'm going to the police. That ain't gonna do nothing, bro. Wayne and I needed to find the witch. I should do that before doing anything else. I'm going to someone I can trust. The vibes. Oh, the stone carvings. I'm getting the hell out of this place even if I walk. I love that. Should I save and try to do different options? Or should I just pick one that I feel like is the best and then in another run we pick something else? He said I need to find the witch. It's either the witch or going to someone I can trust. The witch. Now's the time for unnecessary confrontations. Wayne told you to find the witch, and he notably didn't tell you to take this to Tabitha. Only you have no idea where to even begin finding this witch, or for that matter, who you assume she is, could possibly be. Think harder. But the harder you think, the more easily the answers seem to slip away from you, as though you're trying to grab onto dry sand on the beach. She's messing with our mind. She's messing with our mind! Can only hope that the witch Wayne spoke of will reveal herself in time. Time right now feels like a precious resource. The weight of this morning sits on your shoulders, driving you into the ground. You have to do something. Okay. What should I do? Should I confront Tabitha? Tabitha is the person I trust the most in this playthrough. She's the one that I put all my stuff, all my focus into. The events of this morning beg for an immediate confrontation. By the time you notice where your legs are taking you, you're already en route to the Scarlet Mines. You stumble down the road, your panicked thoughts distracting themselves like a pointed arrow towards your destination. Things will make sense again, just as soon as you get where you're going. Oh! Okay, I don't want to overwrite that. Wow. Let's take a look. A gander. Bitch boss. Lunch ladies stand with the workers, all or none. I am unhappy with the something treatment I am receiving as a worker in the Scarlet Mines. United we stand. Your heart shrank 3 sizes that day. The cringe. I love it. Everybody just seems like they're doing their part. But people also seem stressed. But once you arrive, you're once again met by the sounds of an angry crowd. The strike, it seems, is raging on, perhaps even angrier than before, bolstered by their increasing number. You don't have to deal with the striking miners if you don't want to. Stella's computer had that handy little map of the mines, and you still remember where the gap in the fence is supposed to be. You could sneak in. Let's sneak in. The last thing you want is to bring other people into this right now, especially considering the mania you can see glinting in more than a few pairs of eyes. This crowd could easily get out of hand if you're not careful. Here you are, outside your cousin's office. The only thing left to do is go inside. Why is it dark? Just open the door. You don't bother with announcing yourself, grabbing the doorknob and twisting it open. Oh, hey, Stella. Why is she so mad? You enter your cousin's office unannounced. She's seated at her desk, shotgun in hand, cleaning its mechanisms with focused intent. But your cousin isn't the only person in her office today. Stella's here too. Wow, hey, it's Abs. Hello, you're here. She looks stressed. I love this Salem t-shirt. Yes, Stella, my cousin is here to bother me at work. It's not exactly a surprise. Don't be weird. What a happy turn of events. These two have been talking about you all morning, and for a lot of last night. Street smart. There's a weird energy in here, an eagerness in their eyes, like circling cats, eyeing what they hope to be a particularly stupid mouse. Do you think they're back together? Or do you think they've always been together this whole time? Gretchen says you've been talking about me since last night. What's up with that? The dog? Gretchen, you're not supposed to tell. Oh dear, have I done something wrong? I thought we were all friends. I thought that was good. Stella darts across the room, turning the lock on the office door and slamming the bolt shut. Stella, what are you doing? I'm doing the plan that we talked about. The plan, Stella, Jesus Christ, it's too early for this. I told you I had everything sorted out. There was a timeline. Come on, Tabitha, your version of having things sorted out was so convoluted. You gotta learn to seize the moment. And this is the moment. Abs is right here, alone. And you just said we needed her alone, so this is perfect. We're just gonna have a talk, okay? So go ahead and sit down and we can sort everything out. Why does Stella look weird? She doesn't look like Stella to me. Her face looks different to me. Run. I can understand why you'd be scared of being locked in here after seeing Wayne. But I think there's a reason Wayne is locked up. I don't think that it's like just la-di-da, obviously. I think there's a reason why. This is about the cell I found in the estate. This is not a good way to start a pleasant conversation, Stella. Stella, I don't know what Tabitha told you, but she's dangerous. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. I think she knows Tabitha better than we do, obviously. I don't like this talk. If I don't like this talk, then what? Tabitha's gonna shoot me? Great way to start a conversation. Hey, nobody was talking about shooting anybody. Neither of us wants to hurt you, trust me. Tabby loves you, she wouldn't do that. It's not up to me. Oh. Well, that's not gonna make her feel much safer, but it's okay. Let's all ignore the gun and pretend we're having a normal conversation. You can't just do that. You can't just pretend everything's fine. Because that's what this is all about. Once we tell you everything, I'm sure you'll get it. And we'll all leave the trailer closer than we've ever been, I promise. I feel like it's just gonna be about the relationship. And that's it. I feel like the stakes are not that high. What if I'd rather stand? See, Stella, that's part of the issue. My cousin is an obstinate ass. Come on. You're already here. It's not any worse to sit down than it is to stand. Fine. It's hard to ignore the weakness of your current position. Not only are you outnumbered, you're outgunned. And clearly they both know something you don't. You sit, even if you don't grace your host with a verbal acknowledgement. Behind you, Stella drags another chair towards the door, propping it under the handle. Oh, this is such a good frame. I'm the boss. The Jiffy peanut butter. God, the detail is so good. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I love Gretchen. She's so cute. Tabby, do you want to? Trying to talk to Abs is your idea, Stella, not mine. You take the lead. So, not easy. Is it? That's how I felt last night, too. So where do I even start? Okay, magic is real. That's obvious at this point. Even if you could write off the ditchlings as weird creatures or hallucinations or whatever. Charlie isn't exactly something you can explain as anything but magic. So there's no debate there, right, Tabby? Yeah. That's Tabitha's contribution. Yeah. I'm sure you've noticed, Abs, that your family is connected to all this. That's no coincidence. It was after the collapse. Enoch, the town was going to fall apart, so he made a deal. He saved Scarlet Hollow, but deals usually come at a cost, right? So he had to trade something for the town's salvation. Though the price was only paid by the Scarlets, it's always been paid by the Scarlets. A Scarlet is locked away from the world, bound to the estate by magic, and in return, the town itself prospers. There isn't a Scarlet locked away anymore, which is why everything has started falling apart. The deal was broken, well, temporarily broken, and there's only so much time left to fix it. That's where you come in. You're a Scarlet, you have the power to save the town, and if you're willing to use it. And I don't see why you wouldn't. If I could do it instead and save the whole town, you know I would, especially since that would mean spending the rest of my life with Tabby. I can imagine way worse fates. I mean, really, what we're offering is free room and board for room and board. I almost said roam. Room and board for life. We'll make it nice for you, spruce up the place, and I'd cook for you, of course. Like your own personal chef, and we can play games, let you watch movies, and keep up with the news. Bro, you're locking me in a house! That's not okay! I'm not even from here! I mean, technically I am, but like, I didn't grow up here. It sounds an awful lot like my life, and I love my life. Stella's always looking out for me and feeding me lovely things and making sure I have nice soft beds to sleep on. You're a dog, Gretchen. You're a dog. It's not like there's a lot of jobs for English majors anyway. How dare you? You know what? That's the last straw. And you could still write. I'd even help you mail things out to publishers, as long as you didn't write anything about, you know, the situation. What do you say? Why does she look creepy? She doesn't look like Stella. And Tabitha looks creepy, too. Hey, what the fuck? What if I say no? Do you let me walk out? Tabitha, why can't you volunteer? Why does it have to be me? This doesn't add up. How does Wayne fit into all of this? What does the witch have to do with all of this? Wayne told me to find the witch. You're better than this, Stella. You know this is wrong. You can tell she sugar-coated it for you. I've seen the room where our family kept these other Scarlets. It's not exactly a luxury suite. What happens if we just don't go through with things? Leave the town. Let whatever happens happen. Oh my god. Yeah, what if I say yeah? Let's do it. Let's go. How do you know Tabitha has told you everything there is to know about this? Tabitha's like polishing the gun. Ooh, it's shining in the light. I don't like that. Ooh. I'm the boss. I don't think you understand how well I know Tabby. She told me about the room you'd be staying in, and I've seen enough to know she's telling the truth. Maybe she'd put me in a better room, but I am not too optimistic. I can't believe I couldn't remember Sybil's name. That was wild. Tabitha remains conspicuously silent. This doesn't add up. Don't ask me about him, please. She immediately looks stressed. Tabitha, it's okay. You can say more. We're being honest now, remember? That's how we build trust. Tabitha sits in stubborn silence for a long moment, squirming under Stella's thoughtful gaze. He doesn't fit into this. He's just a mistake. Not my mistake, and one that never should have happened, and it won't happen again. And don't keep needling me about it. What shouldn't have happened, Tabitha? Why is he all gross? Is he dead? Is he alive? Just stop bringing him up. I know we're supposed to be all open and chatty or whatever, but this is painful for me. I liked him. It's okay, you have me now. And that's better. Even if everything else is worse, that's better. She didn't answer your question. Yeah, what happened to Wayne? This is so weird. This is really making me uncomfortable. What does the witch have to do with all of this? Wayne told me to find the witch. Yeah, why does it have to be me? The deal doesn't mean the mines run themselves. This is how it works. One Scarlet runs the mines, and the other to shoulder the other burden. Neither of us getting out of this without our freedom intact. Know that. I've seen the room. It's not exactly a luxury suite. That's where I can come in. You can do a lot with a small space these days. You know, tiny living, it's a trend right now. I wonder if you said that you live in... There was an option where it said that you live in, like, this tiny, like... Oh, yeah, I said I lived in a freaking garage. Not garage. Somebody's shed in the back of their yard. Like, they could bring that up right now. Be like, remember you said you live in a shed? It's not going to be that different. We're going to do better than Tabitha's older relatives ever could. This isn't some kind of divine punishment. We care about you. We want you to be happy. We can get you a plant. I've heard those are good for air quality and morale. Because we're nice. We care about that stuff. And maybe we can move you to a bigger room eventually, once we've done some work on the place. But we can only do work on it if it stays standing. And it only stays standing if, you know, you do this. I do not trust any of this, and I have been good to Tabitha this whole time in this playthrough. I have been a good cousin. I mean, I haven't been acting terrible. What if I say no? I don't think you should say no. Not because we'll do anything. That's not a threat. Just because I don't think there are really any other options. You try to leave town, you're not going to get far, trust me. Again, not a threat, just reality. Either you do it and the town recovers, or you don't and the town keeps getting worse, all while we're stuck here. So do you think if I tried to leave, if I tried that option earlier, and I just said, I'm leaving, I would just, like, poof right back here? Like in, Slay the Princess? You just, like, keep trying to leave, and then it restarts every time. What happens if we just don't go through with things? We can't do that. We can't. If we give up, the town is ruined. Yep, goodbye Scarlet Mines, goodbye Scarlet Hollow. No jobs means no one can stay. Not unless they're willing to live off the land, like some kind of freakish hill people. But even ignoring that, no one can leave. My parents, that's why they died. It's why Vivian went on the way she did. It's why everyone who leaves town is met with ruin until they eventually drag themselves back, destitute, with their mistakes trailing after them, if they ever make it out in the first place. But if we make the town a nicer place to be, if we bring it back, people don't have to leave. I might say this, actually. I might actually get angry. I could just be quiet and not give him an answer. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna say nothing. Stella, this is pointless. Damn. Since we're all being honest here, I'll go ahead and let you know that I've tipped a line to the police. There's a button here behind the desk. I think we're done talking, so let's sit here in polite silence for a bit. I'm sure it won't take long for them to get here. It's not like they ever have much going on. Yeah. We have the letters. We have to give that to her. Okay, let me see. Oh, I need another spot. I guess I'll put it here. Okay. What if I say... What would have happened if I'd said yes? Would you have just taken me there now? Set me up on that awful little mattress? Would that have been enough to save the mines? It would have been the first step, yes. Oh, well, first step is actually order you a much better mattress. After the funeral, once everything was ready, we do the whole ritual thing, and that's when the town would be saved. Okay. So I'm gonna load this. And then I'm gonna say... These are from your dad. What? You lay the cards in front of her. Stella leans forward, peeking over her shoulder as she reads the handwritten notes next to the kids' pictures of cats and birthday cake. I thought you said he was a deadbeat. He is. This doesn't change anything. So what? He sends me some stupid birthday card every year. He's still gone. I was still alone in that house for all those years with her. Oh, do you think she was trapped in the house while Pearl Ann ran everything? Do you think that's what it was? And then when Pearl Ann got really old, Pearl Ann became the one that was trapped in the house. And then she learned to run everything. And that's why she didn't go anywhere. What exactly were you hoping to achieve with this? What were you hoping I'd abandon my family, everything my family has built, and rush off to the coast to find some relative I haven't known since I was 5? I don't care about this man who never once came to rescue me, even though he knew exactly what I was living through. Silence falls over the room. Tabitha's breathing hard, trying to put herself back together. It's okay. How about we send him something after all this is done? Maybe it's worth getting in touch. I can't think about this right now. I have bigger problems. But at least one of those problems is about to be dealt with. Okay. Wow, so you can give the letters. Okay, so I said I'll do it. Sound of a distant police siren is coming closer. There's no way they know. Everything is fine. The hardest part is over. We'll just come up with some excuse to get the cops off our backs. Do they know what? You overgrown hall monitor. Listen to me, you overgrown hall monitor. If you want to keep that fancy badge of yours, you better forget you ever got it in your head to come up here and try to bother my cousin, a Scarlet. Hey, calm down, Tabby. Calm down, did you hear the guy? He wants to lock Abs away. This ruins everything. No, it doesn't. It just means she'll be in one place, a very secure place, instead of out here where anything could happen. I mean, the town hasn't been safe lately. I think that much is clear. Maybe it's not a bad idea. Making sure your cousin is someplace safe, at least until the funeral. Oh, shoot. So no matter what you do here... Okay. I think we'll proceed with this, and in another playthrough, we'll go headstrong against her. Not that I think it really matters, because we're still gonna end up, I guess, with the police. Tabitha's silent for a moment, considering, carefully forming her next question. And you'll be sure to keep an eye on her? Make sure nothing happens? Of course, ma'am. There are cameras in the cell, so we'll be able to watch your cousin at all times. And I can come and get her for the funeral? Well, if convicted of a crime, I can't exactly, I'm sure an exception can be made for an important family event. With the heavy shelf, he pushes you out the door. You hear the rattle of handcuffs as he unclips them from his belt, ready for use. So what if I had saved Duke? Then what happens here? Are we fine? I need to fulfill my destiny. Can you imagine? Thank God. You got me out of there, officer. They're going to lock me away in a room for the rest of my life. Yeah, I should bring him to the estate. He's gonna be like, he's gonna just, anything I say, he's gonna be like, oh, whatever. Good thing I'll be able to leave for the funeral. Would hate to miss it. Might not be able to get me back after, though. Gosh, this is so interesting. I'm like so absorbed in it. Oh, you think you're real slippery, huh? Yeah, that's what I figured he'd say. Okay. Then what if I say, we should swing by the estate on our way to the station? You're not the owner of that property, therefore you can't give me permission to enter without a warrant, and I'm not the kind of man to go breaking into people's houses. Bro, if somebody tells you they have something important that they need to show you, you have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions. You have the right to have a lawyer with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning, if you wish. He escorts you towards his cop car, opening the back door as he continues reciting your Miranda rights. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop answering at any time. There, now watch your head. As you're shoved into the car, a voice crackles over the radio. Apologies, Sheriff. I was just apprehending Abs, as discussed in this morning's rendezvous. Don't call it that. Makes it sound like some kind of date at a French restaurant. It was our coffee meeting. But that's besides the point. Am I supposed to read into that? We need you up at the farms pronto. We've got ourselves a possible 187 brewing. They're talking about a possible murder. 10-4. This day just keeps getting crazier. Suppose you'll have to come along for the ride. So, you want to put me in a cell. But now there's been a murder, so we're just gonna go deal with that and you're just gonna bring me along? Like, these people are... They do not do things the way they're supposed to be done. Deputy Franklin wastes no time in turning on the sirens, blasting down the road towards whatever emergency is underway with you in tow. This is possibly one of the few times he has ever been able to do this, despite his sunglasses and stiff demeanor. There is definitely an excitement in the way he cruises around the treacherous mountain turns. This is the end of part 1? Yeah, I know releases next week. Okay, so we will save here. Wait. Here. How about we load here. Wayne will save me. I know he will. Oh, the smile! Tabitha's face twists, trying to hold back a smile, but it breaks free when it comes out of a manic peal of laughter. You really are so stupid. Wayne will save you. You really think that? You were made for this. Honestly, you were. You should come back to the estate with us now. Get it over with, because trust me, you're gonna wind up there. We can't trust her. So from the beginning, Tabitha wasn't really our friend. From the beginning, Tabitha was against us. I can't believe it. I mean, I can, but I can't. This is the kind of insanity I've been dealing with. I don't think my cousin is in the right in the head. Took off his glasses. If anyone's gonna lock you up for the rest of your life, it's the law. I've known these ladies for years. I know they're upstanding citizens. And you of all people are not going to be changing my opinion anytime soon. Oh my god. What does the witch have to do with any of this? Okay, actually I need to go back. And I didn't save there. Yeah, I can't go back. I accidentally saved over this. Okay. We're gonna do a new save, I think. We're gonna do a new save. Oh wait, no, not this new. Wait. Hold on. Load. Oh, but I can't go back though. Shoot. Thursday. That's 2025, that's recent. I'm trying to think, like, how could I... If I wanted to do hardcore mode... Yeah, this is starting over again, too. Oh man, it quick saved. So that actually could have, it could have been up here. Shoot. It auto saved. Okay, Thursday, October 3rd. Chapter end. I'm on load, right? Yes. Continue. No. Oh, the possums! Okay, I don't know what's... Oh. Start crying. The larger possum in the corner seems unsettled, backing further away. The possum on your chest takes a step forward, resting a tiny paw on your cheek. Ew, but cute at the same time. You must have taken every vaccine known to man to make sure. You may have to take every vaccine known to man to make sure you don't get a disease. But the kindness in the tiny creature is clear. That or it likes the salt. Oh, the possum's gonna walk with us. Okay, so we're in the Forbidden Wing. Okay. We're gonna skip through this, since we've already looked through it. I'm not here to be vibing here. You know, we've already, I could've moved the carpet! I could've moved the carpet! Hold on. I gotta move the carpet. I gotta move the carpet. I need to know. There it is. All the stones, right? An ornate ring of sigils has been carved into the floor. 5 along the edges, with a 6th in the center. The circle emits a now uncomfortably familiar feeling. You can feel your gaze forced to crawl over every intricate detail of the carving in front of you. The serpents wrapped around the staff give you flashes of the room beyond the morgue, and the darkness that swept through the house once it had been uncovered. The fist and chain makes you feel like you're back in the claustrophobic confines of the mind, surrounded by the angry hammering of its memories. The horns have the same nightmarish, dreamy feeling of the world constructed by the furious ghost of Charles Shaw Jr. The others are new to you. The feelings they emit are less intense, giving only vague impressions of what they might be tied to. Golden fields, the mewling of fresh souls just slithering out from the womb and desperate to be fed. Ew. That's gross. Another that rings like bells in your mind, calling you not towards it, but away from it, pushing you from its threshold and into the darkness. But the central symbol is strongest of all. It echoes out across the room, a vast ego proclaiming its dominance. Examine the curtain. You cross the room and pull back the curtain. Behind it almost looks like a shower, but in place of a shower head is a meat hook. Oh my. As your eyes travel down the wall to the drain on the floor, you can make out the rusty stains of what look like long dried blood caked in between the tiles. There's been an effort to clean it up, but just enough was missed that it doesn't escape your attention. What does that word mean? I've had to look up so many words. A specialized facility commonly known as a slaughterhouse. Ah, where livestock are processed for food. Okay. That is weird. Maybe that's what she has to use to feed him food? Maybe that's where he eats? And then they rinse it after. Okay, let's go. In Charles' memories. Oh god, I don't remember this. Oh god, this is like a completely different save. Okay, I'm not trying to get like a bunch of, I feel like mystical is so not helpful. Oh my goodness. Take the handle. Okay, we're heading back. Okay, haze. Tabitha needs to explain herself. Let's stay with that. I'm going to someone I can trust. Okay. This is what I wanted. Okay, save. I'm gonna save here. So that I can come back. So I'm gonna go to... So I definitely know I can't go to the police now. Go to someone I can trust. If you just manage to throw yourself into the arms of someone you can actually trust, maybe they can help you. Can you trust anyone? There's a sound in the woods to your right, a snapping branch. It breaks from your panic, your mind going blank with fresh fear. Hi, buddy! Yeah, we freed him! Oh, so this is from the one where we freed him. You turn, shocked to see that Reese is there, lurking at the edge of the woods. He washed off the blood and seems to have found himself a jacket, but there is still an inhumanity to his features that hasn't faded. Long teeth poke out from between misshapen lips, like a wolf hiding in a man's skin. His paintings are here, too, their warped faces staring down at you from the trees. Hey, no need to panic while I'm around. You helped me make my problem disappear, and I can always help you get rid of yours. Scared the shit out of me. I should tell him everything. I mean, honestly, I don't think he's gonna be like, you know, I don't think he's gonna be too surprised. Like, bro's been through some stuff at this point. Reese listens intently as you explain what you found in the estate. When you describe the cell with its dirtied walls carved deep with scratches, his eyes flash. There's unwelcome recognition there. Just like what the doctor built for me. How much do you trust Tabitha? Well, now I don't, but if I'd been playing before, I would be like, huh? I guess I could say I don't. Good. He straightens up, a decisiveness seeming to settle over him. I'll make sure she doesn't get a chance to do that to you. Oh, Reese, you're so nice. You might be right. She's been cagey all week. Why don't I just talk to her? I'm sure there is a reasonable explanation. Not everything has to be solved with violence. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm glad you can see it too. But you found out before she could do anything. That's good, we can stop her. No, I can stop her. You've trusted me before, you can trust me now. We both know what needs to be done about people like this, and I can do it. I can save you the way you saved me. Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting? Solved our problems yesterday. I knew I could count on you! Oh my god. No, we don't need to make him that terrible person. I hope you make it hurt. I'm gonna say... I say... No more death, please. It's clearly you or her as a self-defense. You understand that last night. You let me defend myself. I can stop once we're both safe, you know, I don't like doing it. I don't want to, not really. But I can't stand the thought of what she might do to you if I don't intervene. Oh, he's in my face. He stares down at you for a moment. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could let him. We're just gonna click through that. I feel like he's gonna die. I'll protect you, I promise. He's like, the achievement was like him like, I got this. In a, like a really cartoony like fashion where he looks all cute and everything. And then he's gone, scampering off into the woods, followed by his strange living paintings, on his way to do something unspeakable to your cousin. He asked you to wait, but you can't do that. Apparently I'm gonna wait. Time passes. With an uncharged phone, you have no real sense of exactly how much time passes, but the precise number of minutes you spend sitting stock still in the woods with an elevated heart rate doesn't matter. What starts as the impatience of waiting for a partner to return from an errand becomes the creeping feeling that it's taking entirely too long. Something must have happened. Something must have gone wrong. Someone I can trust. Can't trust Stella. Is that Wayne? Sybil. Avery. Oscar. If they put... See, the thing with Oscar is if they put his daughter... Like, if they threaten his... If anyone threatens his daughter, he's gonna throw me under the bus. Rightfully so. Avery, I don't know. Sybil weirding me, can't trust her. So we can go to Duke and Bo. Duke has a gun, and Bo is the biggest person in town. Oh my god, I should have looked at the map. Should have looked at the map. Guess we could try Oscar. I need the comfort of a father figure. He's older than me, he'll know what to do. Oh my god. He owes me. Let's go. Oh my god, what happened? Some sort of horse demon. She's fine. Did she kill it? Wait. Affected with a genetically engineered strain of super herpes. Where you ask, she's fine. See, I don't know if you can get to anybody without the police getting to you first. Let me load back here. So let me see Reese. I can handle myself, I'm okay. I was panicking, but it's not that bad. I just need to gather myself. Start crying. No. Yeah, if we don't tell him about it, then he can't do anything, right? I need to find the other stones, but I don't know where they are. Oh, he's like, I know where one of them is. Oh god. You know how there was that stone in the basement? The one that gave you a seizure? I'm pretty sure it's connected to me somehow. I can feel it. In my head talking to me, but not with words, just pictures and feelings. There's one in the library, right? Okay, the one in the mines. Stare up at him in silence. Don't answer. This is really awkward. I don't remember what I was going for with this playthrough, so that's why I'm not sure what decision to make, and I'm not gonna save. Let's see. Of course I thought about you. Okay. We're just gonna click through that, because this is not what I'm here to do. I'm just trying to see if I can get another angle of what's going on. But we can delve deeper into this in another, another section of the game. Like, I have multiple runs of this game, so we'll get to this eventually. It seems impossible. It feels impossible for a man with such a slight frame to carry you at all, let alone so quickly. And with such seeming ease, but you suppose he did this yesterday too, while you were unconscious, and that was before he had fully realized what he was capable of. But even he seems to have his limits. After a while, he's breathing hard, slowing down, stumbling slightly as he tries to maneuver up rocky hills. Though perhaps his stumbling is more than just exhaustion. He mentioned an odd feeling, somewhere out in the woods, and now you feel it too. A prickling at the base of your neck, almost like static electricity, an emotion comes with it, an urgency that feels like it's a part of you, something planted there, a desire to move faster, to keep going. Okay. What did he say? I feel sick. Oh. Help him. Oh, even the little painted figure feels sick. The ditchlings. Reese pauses, gently letting you back to the ground. You're in a clearing, the autumn leaves crunching in thick piles beneath your feet. Ahead you can see a place where the trees thin, where light shines through from some bright, unwooded place beyond the forest edge. We're almost there. I just need a second. It's that weird feeling I was talking about. But it's not as nice now. Feels like something under my skin. Goosebumps all over. Nausea. No, he doesn't feel good. From his mouth erupts a mucus-coated pile of ripped clothing and bones. Oh my god. Pat him gently on the back. It's okay. Not if there's any rush. You're close enough that you know you'll be at your destination soon. And it's important to be nice when he's feeling sick. Though you would like for him to get better faster so you can find the next stone. No, don't know. Don't. Reese is not a means to an end. How'd you fit all that in there? Feel any better now? Not much. I think there were some splinters in there. My throat feels like I just puked sandpaper. The bad feeling hasn't gone away. I don't think it was just me. But it's so much more intense than it was last night. Are you getting any of it? Do you feel weird? Let me see. Yep. The threads of fate have pulled me this far, and they aren't done pulling yet, just a little further. It's the stone, man. It's got me bad. I love those lines. They crack me up. Just like yesterday has a strong effect on you, doesn't it? Maybe he isn't even stalling. Maybe he just doesn't know how to share. Sad and selfish. He's not the only one who needs you. Aw, don't say that. He's already been woken up. It's time to bring something new into the world. Find the next carving with the help of a monstrous lover. All you have to do is find what you're looking for, and then you can relax. Wow. So this probably leads us to the church as well, if I had to assume. So we're still gonna probably be in the same area, but this is a whole different run. Like, we completely avoided everything with Tabitha. I actually completely avoided exploring most things in the other area. Okay, no. So this time I'm gonna try to ignore these guys. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay. Investigate this. And we need to look at this painting of the map. Okay. So we can probably just go straight there, is what I'm thinking. Or we could go to the farms. Okay. I'm not moving the carpet. We're not doing that again. Charlie's memories. Oh, it's gonna make me enter. Before it didn't. Okay, hush. Oh yeah, no, it did. It did make me enter. Take it, because you have to grab this handle. You're not following the music, you're barely dressed. I love that. Not ready to see people. Okay, I need to find someone. Going to someone I can trust. Okay, so we see Reese first, which is fine. Oh, I accidentally told him everything. Oh, F me. hold on. I messed up. Actually, let me just see. He just likes to, he just wants to do it for you, you know? He's like, I just want to take this person out. Okay, he's gonna go. So even if you don't want to kiss him, he still kisses you. That's not good. Okay. Okay, so say I put this here. So I could say I'm getting out of this place even if I need to walk. But what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go to where, oh, well, the police are gonna find me, okay. Oops. I was thinking I was gonna walk and end up by the farm and then be drawn in by the carving. Okay, I already know that's not gonna work here. Not Stella. What was that? Who could have helped me? I can't do anyone because I'm just gonna get caught by the police. You might be able to go on your own to find the carving. So it leaves you with these options. Okay. And then we end up with the police. Okay. Well, that was interesting. It was definitely interesting to get into it. I'm curious about the different avenues and like what you could do. I definitely don't like that you don't have a choice. Like, I like Reese, I think. I mean, he's creepy, but I think that, you know, like deep down, he's not a bad guy, but the fact that he forces you, and I think it's like an impulse control thing, but it's still not okay. That's like kind of uncomfy. So now I don't really know if I can trust him, but he's kind of the type that it's like, the way they're making his character out to be for, with the purposes of this being that's taken over him kind of thing, is that he just wants to do everything for you. So I don't really know if he's the best option either, but it is cool that you can go with him to the farm and avoid everything with Stella and Tabitha. But then what else could you do besides that? Maybe there's a trait that I'm missing, a way that you could have been able to talk to other people. Maybe if I would have gone from this playthrough where I looked at everything, I could have found a way to go to another area. I don't know. But anyway, I think that about wraps up our stream for today. It's definitely interesting. I'm gonna have to go through it and edit it tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna include the end part here, because that was just kind of for fun. I was just curious to see what would happen if we did something different. But I'll sink my teeth into that another time. But yeah, so I'll go back, I'll edit this, and then next week, on Friday again, the second half of this comes out, so we'll be back and play more of it, and then I'll start working through my other saves, and we'll try and, like, get those little crumbs, you know, and see what happens. But I don't want to go too far into the other saves until we, actually can do the whole chapter. You know, like, I want to get one full cohesive chapter to really know what's going on, to think about, so that I can ruminate on it and think about what other options I could make, what other avenues I could take, you know. But anyway, interesting enough. That was crazy. I do like it. I did enjoy it just as much as the other ones, but I feel like I'm left, like, I just want to know, I just want to keep going, and I can't. So, oh well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye! I'll be sure to edit this and upload it pretty soon. Probably Sunday or something. With a shortened version, and I'll link it in this description as well, but that'll go with the original playlist. I just feel like the live is gonna be so long. So anyway, see y'all later. Bye bye.